That's going, and then just turn it off again. Just hold it in until it goes off.
Welcome to round 3 and the first unsealed surface event of 2015, held at Knighton Sandpit. To quote Forrest Gump, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Being an active sand quarry, the shape and the roads are always different with each visit. Also, the surface depends on the weather. If it's sunny, it's like a dust bowl and feels like you're driving on an ice rink. If it's wet, it's very slippery on the hard stuff, but like quicksand in other areas. Despite the weather leading up to the event being pants, on the day the sun shone. 35 drivers signed on with an eclectic mix of cars, all keen to test their skills on the first unsealed surface of the year. Let the battle commence. Let's listen to today's report, written by Adam Weller. The Isle of Wight Car Club arrive on gravel for the first time in 2015, Knighton Sandpit. Many drivers use a second vehicle for the unsealed surface portion of the Isle of Wight Car Club season, including Dan Morgan, who shares a Subaru Impreza with his 3 siblings. He used the car to full effect on the challenging Knighton layout, taking overall honours as well as the Class 4 win with a time of 1 minute 11 seconds 54. Fellow Impreza drivers Matthew Price and Ryan Munt came second and third respectively, with the latter driver having to abandon his Impreza after 4 runs due to an intercooler issue. Steve Brett was the fastest 2-wheel drive runner, taking 4th overall and Class 3 victory behind the wheel of his classic Mini. Chris Wilson took Class 5 honours behind the wheel of his impressive Honda Fireblade propelled Special. While Dean Long and Darryl Turner secured 1st and 2nd in Class 2 in their stock Mazda MX-5. The top 3 ladies were separated by less than a second, with Marion Brett and Sue Mitchell both coming extremely close to the fastest lady, Jill Broomfield's time of 1 minute 26.22. Vicky Cox ran into drive shaft trouble early on in her Peugeot 205, curtailing her challenge for the day. So let's look at the leaderboard at the end of round 3. The top 3 places were filled with Subaru Imprezas. Dan Morgan, with an amazing 1 minute 11 seconds, was a whole 1.6 seconds ahead of Matthew Price. Ryan Munt in 3rd with 1 minute 15 seconds. Steve Brett did a phenomenal job in his classic Mini, showing that you don't need four-wheel drive, and he was only 0.6 of a second behind Ryan Munt in his four-wheel drive Subaru Impreza. Chris Wilson in his special came in 5th, and Ben Morgan rounded up the top 6 in his Subaru. Let's see who came top of their class. Nobody entered Class 1. If only you had brought an unmodified under 1400cc car, you would have been in this slot. Class 2 was Dean Long, excelling in his MX-5. We've already talked about Steve Brett in his Classic Mini, event winner Dan Morgan in Class 4, and Chris Wilson in Class 5 in his X-Autograss Special. Now that we've run an unsealed surface event, we can look at the combined leaderboard. This is where we put all the points together, whether you're in a sealed surface event or an unsealed surface event, to see who is the best all-round driver. As you can see, Ryan Munt is leading with 147 points. Steve Wells only 6 points behind. Dean Long, thanks to his win at Pearl, is in 3rd place. Darryl Turner is being consistent, and he's only 12 points behind his teammate in their shared MX-5. Ben Morgan is showing promise because he's 2 points ahead of today's winner, Dan Morgan. However, I'm going to get a bit technical with you now. Sometimes everybody has a bad day. Maybe you have a mechanical failure, or you're just not in the zone. It doesn't matter, because the combined leaderboard operates on a drop system. Depending on how many events we run through the year, you'll be able to drop maybe your 2 worst events in both sealed and unsealed events. So that's a minimum of 4 drops. This keeps the championship nice and tight. But at the moment, we've only run 3 events, so there's no drops. If you want more information and even individual run times, you can find all this at the Isle of Wight Car Club website, www.iowcc.co.uk. Action during the day is always being recorded by GoPros or mobile phones. This video is made up entirely of video footage and still images recorded by competitors and spectators. If you take some interesting footage, why not post it on the Isle of Wight Car Club Facebook page so that we can use it in a future video. If we have used some of your still images or video footage in this episode, thank you very much. If you'd like to have a go at a future car club event, all you need is a valid driving licence, a car that's safe and a crash helmet. Please visit www.iowcc.co.uk for more details. And please check out our Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Have some of that, Kim.